The political landscape in Washington was shaken once again on May 8, 2025. Former President Donald J. Trump announced a controversial appointment. He named Jeanine Pirro as the interim U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia. The announcement, delivered via Truth Social, ignited a firestorm of reactions. Pirro, a former judge, is now a conservative commentator on Fox News. Her appointment is seen as Trump installing a loyalist in a critical position. The U.S. Attorney for D.C. prosecutes federal crimes in the nation's capital. This includes potential cases against Trump and his allies. The office oversees high-profile investigations implicating Trump. Critics argue Pirro's partisan leanings make her unfit for the role. The appointment raises questions about Trump's motives. Is he seeking to influence ongoing investigations? Does he aim to shield himself and his allies from prosecution? The answers could have profound implications for American democracy. To understand the full weight of Pirro's appointment, one must first delve into her background. Born and raised in New York, Pirro's legal career began with a bang. She quickly rose through the ranks, serving as an assistant district attorney in Westchester County. In 1993, Pirro made history by becoming the first female elected district attorney of Westchester County. She held this position for over a decade, building a reputation as a formidable prosecutor. Her tenure was marked by both successes and controversies, including high-profile cases involving domestic violence, organized crime, and political corruption. However, Pirro's ambitions extended beyond the courtroom. She sought higher office, launching an unsuccessful bid for the U.S. Senate in 2006 against Hillary Clinton. Following her defeat, Pirro transitioned to television. She became a regular presence on Fox News, known for her fiery commentary and unwavering support for conservative causes. It was here that her relationship with Donald Trump solidified, transforming her from a former prosecutor into a staunch political ally. The appointment of Jeanine Pirro did not emerge from a vacuum. It was the culmination of years of unwavering loyalty and vocal support for Donald Trump. Pirro has been a fixture in Trump's orbit since his early days in politics. She was an early supporter of his 2016 presidential campaign, using her Fox News platform to defend him against a barrage of criticism and scandals. Her loyalty did not waver even when Trump faced accusations of sexual misconduct. In the wake of the infamous Access Hollywood tape, where Trump was recorded making lewd comments about women, Pirro doubled down on her support. For Trump, loyalty is paramount. Pirro has proven her allegiance time and again, defending him against accusations of corruption, abuse of power, and obstruction of justice. The appointment can be seen as a quid pro quo, a reward for her steadfast loyalty. In Pirro, he sees a reliable figure who will toe the line and protect his interests. While Jeanine Pirro's supporters praise her legal acumen and conservative credentials, her career has been mired in controversy. One of the most significant controversies stems from her involvement in the Dominion voting system's defamation lawsuit. Following the 2020 presidential election, Pirro used her Fox News platform to promote baseless claims of widespread voter fraud. She amplified conspiracy theories about Dominion voting machines, alleging that they were rigged to steal the election from Donald Trump. Dominion Voting Systems filed a massive defamation lawsuit against Fox News, naming Pirro as a key figure in spreading the false narrative. The lawsuit ultimately resulted in a staggering $787.5 million settlement for Dominion. Pirro's role in the scandal raised serious questions about her commitment to truth and her willingness to use her platform to promote harmful conspiracy theories. This was not Pirro's first brush with controversy. In 2019, she faced backlash for making Islamophobic remarks about Representative Ilhan Omar, a Muslim congresswoman from Minnesota. Pirro questioned Omar's loyalty to the U.S. Constitution, suggesting that her Muslim faith was incompatible with American values. The comments sparked outrage and accusations of bigotry, leading to Fox News suspending Pirro from her show for 2 weeks. The appointment of Jeanine Pirro as interim U.S. Attorney for D.C. didn't happen in isolation. It followed a series of events that began with the unexpected withdrawal of Trump's initial nominee, Ed Martin. Martin, a conservative firebrand and former podcaster, was a controversial choice from the outset. His nomination was met with resistance from both Democrats and some Republicans, who questioned his qualifications and extreme views. Martin had no prior experience as a prosecutor and was best known for his fiery rhetoric on his podcast. Despite his lack of experience, Martin's nomination seemed like a done deal. He had the full backing of Trump, who saw him as a loyal foot soldier who would weaponize the Justice Department against his perceived enemies. However, Martin's confirmation process hit a snag when he faced tough questioning from senators during his confirmation hearings. His evasive answers and inflammatory statements raised red flags for several key Republican senators. Senator Tom Tillis, a Republican from North Carolina, emerged as a vocal critic of Martin's nomination. Facing mounting opposition and the very real possibility of a humiliating defeat on the Senate floor, Trump was forced to withdraw Martin's nomination. The withdrawal was a rare setback for Trump, exposing the growing rift between Trump and some members of his own party. The appointment of Jeanine Pirro as interim U.S. Attorney for D.C. is not a simple changing of the guard. It represents a dangerous escalation in Trump's efforts to consolidate power and undermine the rule of law. The move has plunged the Justice Department into a quagmire of legal and political uncertainty with far-reaching implications for the future of American democracy. At the heart of the matter lies a fundamental question. Does Trump have the authority to bypass the Senate confirmation process and install his preferred candidate in such a sensitive position? The Constitution grants the president the power to make interim appointments when the Senate is in recess. However, the Senate is currently in session, albeit with a slim Republican majority. Trump has argued that the Senate is not truly in session, citing the fact that they are not holding daily confirmation hearings. This interpretation of the Constitution is unprecedented and has been widely criticized by legal scholars. The appointment is already facing legal challenges, with several lawsuits filed by advocacy groups and individual citizens. These lawsuits argue that Pirro's appointment is unconstitutional and that she must be removed from office immediately. The outcome of these legal battles could have profound implications for the balance of power between the branches of government. Beyond the legal ramifications, the appointment has also ignited a political firestorm. The Justice Department, once a bastion of independence, now finds itself in a political battle. Jeanine Pirro's appointment as interim U.S. Attorney for D.C. has raised concerns about the department's ability to function impartially. Career prosecutors now grapple with serving under a political appointee with a clear agenda. Pirro's arrival has created an atmosphere of uncertainty and distrust. Many fear she will shield Trump and his allies from prosecution, particularly regarding the January 6th Capitol riot. Concerns also include prioritizing politically motivated prosecutions. The potential for interference in ongoing investigations is troubling. The office oversees high-profile cases, including election interference and financial crimes. These investigations could implicate Trump and his associates. Pirro's appointment raises fears of influencing these investigations. Such interference would erode public trust in the rule of law. The specter of the January 6th Capitol riot looms large over the appointment of Jeanine Pirro. The attack on the Capitol, an unprecedented assault on American democracy, has become a defining issue in Trump's second term. It has also become a focal point of the Justice Department's work, with hundreds of individuals facing charges related to the violence and destruction that day. The U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. plays a central role in prosecuting these cases, seeking to hold those responsible accountable for their actions. However, the appointment of Pirro, a staunch Trump ally who has downplayed the severity of the riot, has raised serious concerns about the future of these investigations and prosecutions. Pirro has publicly questioned the legitimacy of the House Select Committee's investigation into the January 6th attack, dismissing it as a witch hunt orchestrated by Democrats to discredit Trump and his supporters. She has also criticized the Justice Department's pursuit of those involved in the riot, arguing that they are being unfairly targeted for their political beliefs. These statements have fueled concerns that Pirro will use her position to protect those who participated in the attack, potentially by dropping charges, offering lenient plea deals, or hindering the investigations in other ways. The Justice Department's handling of the January 6th cases will be a litmus test for its independence and its commitment to upholding the rule of law. The appointment of Jeanine Pirro is not just a controversial personnel decision. It's a powder keg, primed to explode with unpredictable consequences. As legal challenges mount and political tensions escalate, the Justice Department finds itself teetering on the brink, its reputation and its ability to function hanging in the balance. The coming weeks and months will be crucial. The courts will grapple with the legality of Pirro's appointment, potentially setting a precedent-setting course for the balance of power between the executive and legislative branches. Meanwhile, inside the Justice Department, career prosecutors and staff attorneys will be forced to navigate a minefield of ethical dilemmas. The stakes couldn't be higher. The question is, will the institutions of American democracy weather the storm, or will they crumble under the weight of political pressure and partisan division? Only time will tell.